Welcome to an experience similar to ones that you've had before. Yes, another podcast featuring a couple of guys who think that they're funny. Two men, one microphone. This is Spoiled Rotten.
Welcome back.
Hi everyone.
How you guys doing?
What's going on?
Woo.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's our midweek marathon
that's right.
because this is midweek.
Close
Because the
enough.
start of the week is technically Sunday. So I
True.
feel like we're
This is in that
technically
middle-ish
with-
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Travis, how you doing, bub?
I'm doing
What's
great,
going
Zane.
on
How
with
about
you?
you?
I'm pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
Good.
Yeah, can I tell you I love this new setup? This new setup
Yeah?
is it's a lot of fun. I like
It is a lot of fun.
the interface a lot more. We look
Yeah.
professional. We look like we really
Finally.
stepped our game up.
Yes. We didn't do much, but we look all right.
That's what a couple of lamps will do for you.
That's right.
Get you nice and lit,
Lit.
as the kids say, nice and
That's
lit.
right. That's I always say lit.
Because that's the same.
always-
It's the same
yeah.
connotation.
Right. Yeah, I'm always lit. As in lighting.
Well, anybody who is listening, go ahead and say hello in the chat so we can
Say hi to us.
chat back and forth. You watching anything this week?
Oh man, I watched a really weird TV show
Okay. Hit me
called
with
Upload.
Upload.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Basically, like it's in like 2033, and you get a choice when, like, right before you die, if you want to just go ahead and pass away or upload yourself into the afterlife. And they have
Okay.
different afterlives for different like classes, and it's a really weird show. But it was a fun 10 episode ride. It was
It's a
a
show.
blast. Yeah, it's a TV
Like
show.
you watch like the whole. It's like a
Yeah.
mini series.
Yeah, it's like a mini series.
Okay.
It's weird, but it was pretty fun.
Anybody of note in this show?
Stephen Amell.
Who is
If
that?
you ever watched the Green Arrow TV show, he's the
I
Green
did
Arrow.
not watch that, but okay.
I didn't think you would, but I'm sure that there are people out there that are like, "Oh, I know exactly who that is."
I think
and,
my brother watched
you.
that. Not me.
There you go. But yeah, there's relatively like a lot of no big names in it, but it's from the creator, one of the creators of the writers of The Office, the co-creator of
So is it
Parks and
funny?
Rec. It's funny. Oh, it's hilarious.
No, when
Yeah.
you said that, I thought it was going to become like a horror
It's
thing.
I mean, it can go in that direction, and there's some pretty weird parts of it that are pretty scary, but I mean,
Mm.
but like socially scary, not like jump out at you scary, but like, oh
Right.
wow, that's a messed up part of our society. Yeah, I thought it was fun. It was a fun show.
You've been watching Space Force?
I watched that. Yeah, I watched that a few weeks ago.
Are you through all of it?
I am.
I'm not through all of it. It's freaking funny though.
It
Dude.
is pretty
Like,
funny.
holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets me. I've been watching the anime.
Yeah.
Anime to do.
I have not.
That was
watching
probably
the
racist.
anime.
I'm sorry if that was inconsiderate. Sorry. There was
Anyway.
a knocking from downstairs. And I was
Ooh,
like,
unhappy.
yeah, my wife is doing a household project right now.
Oh,
But,
that's fun.
Mr. Travis.
Yes, Zane.
Yeah, you do anything fun this week? Like did you get out of the house?
No.
No? You didn't
I
leave your
mean,
house at all? Come on, man.
I did a few things. Nothing
You did something.
nothing out of the ordinary.
What'd you do for Father's
Um,
Day? That was last week, right?
I'm not a father, so I didn't really do much. Actually, I took my father out to lunch after church, and then we mowed the yard. So that
That's a
was the
dad
Father's
thing.
Day. He was like, "I really want to get this done. I'm really excited about it." I'm like, "Also,
God, that's such a dad thing, man. That's such a
Yeah.
thing that I as a new father, I have no interest in. I have no interest in yard work. I know I'm supposed to
No.
want to manicure it. I'm
No.
supposed to want to fertilize it. I'm supposed to
Mhm.
want to show it off to my friends.
Yeah.
But I am unfortunately one of those people who's like, if I can just right before my neighbors say something, I've
Get it
cut
done
it.
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Makes sense. How about you? What have you been watching? Have you watched any fun movies or trailers for anything?
man, I'm slacking. I'll tell you what, I did do something different this week though.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to our podcast,
Ooh.
is I didn't watch this movie today. I
No.
watched it immediately after our podcast last week.
Wow.
I know. So I'm probably gonna be
Wow.
really foggy on it. I'm probably, who knows? Maybe we'll talk about it, and I'll get a.
You should have watched it immediately after and then watched it again today, like I do.
I was
all the
gonna
time.
do that, and then I didn't. Everybody in the chat, if you're out there, let us know you're there. Say hi.
Yeah, say hi to us.
We want to say hi.
Say a good hi, hello, how you doing?
But we should go ahead and get started
That's right.
and get into this, and start off with Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's right, Zane.
What?
What'd you think of this movie?
I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was doing a bit, and then you cut me
Right.
off.
I didn't like the bit.
This is the bit. The bit is I'm upset that you cut me off, but I didn't have anything
Yeah.
to say.
You didn't
But
have
now
anything.
that I've given away the bit.
Well, anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper.
Yep.
Like this
Stan
is
Lee.
Stan Lee's in there. This is a stacked cast for
That's pretty solid.
for a comic book movie that hardly anyone knew was actually real before the movie came out.
And I would say the first comic book movie that's like consistently funny.
Yeah, by far the funniest movie that we've seen.
Yeah, hands down. Took a different approach to this one.
Sure did.
They didn't Deadpool it. They didn't go
No.
like, this is a comedy movie.
Right.
Where
Because
like
it still had a lot of heart to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. Like, oh my God. The first 5 minutes of this movie,
I know.
I was watching it and I had seen this before. I was like, oh, I don't
I
remember
know.
this. I don't
I
remember
know.
my heart being shattered in the first
Hush.
5 minutes of this movie. Holy cow. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert. His mom dies, reaches out for him, and he doesn't grab her hand when she's asking for it. And you're like,
Like,
it's not because he didn't want to. He was scared. He
Yeah.
was scared.
and you're screaming at the TV like, "Hey, grab it!
Grab
Grab
her
her hand,
hand.
kid!
Grab
Grab
it."
her hand!"
What's going on?
And then she dies, and then he's like, "Oh no!" Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the premise for this movie, I gotta be honest, is like, and like, you know how I usually poke. I'm usually the like, that doesn't make sense because of
Right.
Earth. I was able to suspend a lot of that disbelief with this movie because of the
Good.
spaceness of it.
Right.
That being said, why did this kid get abducted? Like, he's like, my mom died, walked outside, and zoop, and they're like, all right, that's your premise. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, what? Can I get a little bit more
yet.
backstory on that? Oh, we get more later?
Maybe
Tell me we get more later.
we get a better understanding of everything in the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
How many are there?
I'll
There's
say
three.
that. There's two.
There's two.
Third one's being worked on right now.
worked on.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
True.
Yeah. All the movies are getting pushed back.
Mhm.
I know I ask you this every time. When is Black Widow coming out? Because I'm excited for that now.
You are? Wow.
I say I'm excited for it.
September-ish.
September-ish.
Yeah.
Next time I ask you, it'll be like October-ish.
October-ish.
Yeah. This whole thing's weird. Anyways, I liked it. I was a big fan. Big fan. Strong term.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this movie. There wasn't a whole lot of it that didn't click for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta be honest with you, it's harder for me to talk about the movies that I like than it is for me to talk about the ones that I viscerally hate.
I understand. So, what worked for you?
Well, I think I talked about this on the podcast before we started doing Marvel Sods, is that as we talked about how I'm not like a big superhero movie guy.
Right.
And I really enjoy the Deadpool movies because they're able to just have fun, man. Like you just goof around and just like, let things be light. Everything doesn't have to be super, super serious. And when it is super serious, it's really not that serious. Like there's still jokes being made. Like the end sequence to this one where what was it? he said there's a specific line that made me chuckle out loud at the very end of the movie where there's a fight scene and he just starts dancing and singing.
Dance off, bro.
And he goes, "What are you doing? I'm distracting you." And he said, "You turd blossom." And I just lost it. I don't know why. The just combination of the words turd and blossom. Dude, it got me. It got me hard. But yeah, it's funny. The action sequences are gorgeous. CGI of this movie, super solid. Cinematography, pretty dope. Only spot that I thought was kind of lacking in the CGI department was when I don't even know what his name is. Chris Pratt, his character. Star-Lord, that's the one.
Yeah.
When Star-Lord like goes out into space to save the green chick,
Gamora.
And he takes off his mask and like his face looks all weird. I'm like, I don't know what would happen in space. I don't know if that's an accurate representation or not. I was like, but it looks really badly CGI'd. That spot specifically. I don't know. I think it's something about CGIing people's faces. Faces are just one of those things that are so touchy that I think you just have to invest so much money into making it look good. And they're like, that entire movie is CGI. Real talk. Like, I'd be interested to know how much of that is like practical effects and practical sets. Out of that, I'm sure their budget was just absurd for this movie.
Probably pretty high up there, yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought the plot was pretty decent. I like the band of misfits. I thought Rocky Raccoon was pretty hilarious. Needing everybody's body parts to make missions happen, legs and eyeballs,
the eyeball,
all that. It was good. It was good, man. I enjoyed it quite a bit. How about you? What did you like?
I mean, everything you said, plus like the casting in this movie was beyond what I thought it could have been. Like, I don't think that there's anyone out there that could have played Star-Lord better than Chris Pratt did.
Nobody?
I don't. Can you think of anyone?
I think Bradley Cooper
just that lovable, like.
I think Bradley Cooper could have killed it. I don't know. He's too pretty. He might have been too pretty.
Yeah.
I think it might have worked because we all know him as Andy from the Parks and Rec.
Do you know who
everybody saw him as like this dopey guy?
You know who the second choice was? Like if Chris Pratt didn't accept it,
is it Nick Cage?
No, it probably would have gone to the guy that plays Dennis in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
I
know. And I think that he's just too much.
I think he's done pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think so too. But like, I think that Chris Pratt brings this lovability that like, you have to like, no matter how much of a hole he is, he's not a total dick. To where Dennis,
I think Dennis
is.
It would be hard for me to see him as not Dennis,
right?
Which I guess seeing Star-Lord as Andy works in his favor for this character. I don't know, man. This is his breakout film. This is his silver screen debut. Silver screen? Silver screen's the big one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you got it.
What's the small screen?
Yes.
What's TV?
TV is the small screen.
The small screen.
Yeah.
It's not as nice.
The box.
The box.
Yeah, people call it the box.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The television.
Television. Yeah, everybody knows. The tube.
Right, the tube. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, I thought Dave Bautista, like, it was interesting because I've never seen him act in anything before. I don't know if he has acted in the past.
Not really.
There's that movie coming out, or I don't know, maybe it came out. I'm sure it got pushed back. My Spy that we were talking about.
It is out. I actually watched that this week as well.
Was it good?
It was good. It was really fun.
Yeah, I mean, is it a kids movie? Does it come off as a kids movie? It
can be a kids movie.
When you throw a kid into the mix of everything,
it's a great family movie.
There you go.
Good family movie. Yeah,
I can get behind that.
Yeah,
it's Kristen Schwall, hilarious.
She was awesome, as she is in everything. Like,
yeah, she's hilarious.
Oh, but anyway, back to Guardians. Batista was great. Vin Diesel really stretched out his acting.
I know this joke is old and dead, but
doesn't matter.
Holy cow! What was his paycheck for this movie?
Enough.
You keep talking because I'm gonna check that out.
I get it. Like, Vin Diesel did a lot more than just say 3 words. Like, he was actively in there. He was on stilts the entire time. Like, he was in every single scene that they were in.
Oh,
actually acted in every single scene. But like, the dude said 3 words the whole movie, and he's one of the favorites of all the characters. He's high up there as far as the favorites go.
I found something that says, even if you only provide a voice, you can do well with Marvel. Case in point, Bradley Cooper, who voices the caustic Raccoon Rocket, one of the Guardians. That's wrong. Yeah. One of the Guardians of the Galaxy gets a few million for the Avengers movies, says men's XP. But that's a pittance, according to Vin Diesel, who supposedly got $54 million. That's $18 million for I, $18 million for Am, and $18 million for Groot.
Wow.
$54 million?
Not bad.
Holy cow.
Not bad.
Oh my God. That's so much money.
I mean, I would have agreed to that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sign me up for that.
Sign me up.
Sign me up for 15 sequels where I make half of that each time. As it goes on, it gets halved.
Now,
that's fine.
I will say I did hear that he, instead of getting someone that speaks a different language, like, you know how they get voice actors from Spain to speak the Spanish subtitles or the dubbed, he spoke all of his lines.
Oh, you're talking about language. Alternate language,
right? Exactly.
Dubs.
So yeah, all the dubs. He actually spoke.
I mean, for $54 million, it's the least you can do. You have to learn 3 words.
Right. But yeah, I mean, he still did really well in it, and ultimately sacrificed himself for the greater good of the team. And if there was a dry eye in the house when Groot wrapped himself around everyone and sacrificed himself so everyone else could live.
Yeah, I think it got me more the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
Knowing that he makes it, though, I was like, he's fine. He's actually cuter.
Or did he?
Dun, dun, dun.
Did he make it, or is that his child and the Groot that we knew? And the Groot that we knew is gone.
Well, I think
all of his memories.
I could be wrong on this. I think all of your skin cells die every 20 years. So every 20 years, you're technically a new person. So are you really the Travis you were 20 years ago, or are you a completely new person? If we want to get existential about things.
Let's not. Let's keep talking about this movie.
Okay.
Because I don't have the answer, and I don't.
Same soul, new model.
Yeah. So, what didn't work for you?
Not much. Like I said, there was that one CGI scene. I thought I would have liked, because I don't feel like this is one of the longer ones in this series.
No.
Like this is a shorter, which is saying something because it's still like 2 hours.
Right, it's still a pretty long movie.
Also, when did we hit this? You know what? We used to be able to have 90 minutes, and now everything has to be 2 hours or more. When did that happen?
We get more stuff. Like I don't understand what the issue.
I'm not talking about with like Marvel movies specifically. I'm talking about like all movies.
Yeah,
like
it's
why?
more stuff. Why not? You sound like the person that at a baseball game is complaining about extra innings. That's free baseball. Like you bought a baseball ticket to watch 9 innings and now all of a sudden they're playing 10, 11, 12. That's baseball that you didn't pay for and they're still letting you sit there. That's free baseball to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't care about baseball, so
I don't.
It's a bad analogy for you, but everyone
I understand
else
what you're saying. But we've complained about a couple different times where like movies are dragging on. It's like, dude, it's because it's 2 hours long.
And because we talk about bad movies. We talk about bad movies. These are good movies.
The Hulk is a good movie.
I mean, okay, no. But
Yeah, take that, sir.
But neither was Thor 2, and I didn't hear you complaining about that one either.
That wasn't that long. That was one of the
Neither was Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is one of the shorter ones.
It's garbage. The Hulk. We're not talking about the Hulk.
Right.
What didn't work for you, Travis? We were getting sidetracked.
I wanted more Benicio del Toro. I wanted more of the Collector. I wanted more of his backstory. I love Yondu. Yondu is a fun character.
Which one's Yondu? Is that the
blue-haired guy with the arrow that he
whistle arrow
whistled? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's such a fun.
Who is
such
that
a fun character? That's Michael Rooker.
That's it. That's the guy who I'm like every time I see him, I'm like, that's not Woody Harrelson.
No,
like every single time. Like, can you see what I'm saying? Like they like kind of look the same, kind of about the same age, you know.
No, but I learned to hate him into The Walking Dead, and then I learned to
Michael
hate
Rooker?
him. Yeah, Michael Rooker. Not Did you say?
I didn't watch The Walking. I watched season 1, and that was it.
Yeah,
and it was. Is it still on? Isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah.
God, just let it die.
No,
let things die. Are you watching it still actively?
Yeah.
Travis. Good things know when to end. Not every show needs 15 seasons.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we've spent a good 4 minutes of this podcast actually talking about this movie.
I know.
What didn't work for me? I would agree. I like the Collector. I thought he was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently I get more backstory in the future. I would have liked to have that now. I would have liked, but just give me another 5 minutes of backstory. Just the abduction, even a montage of him being growing up into whoever he is now. But I guess that makes the whole menacing scene of him in a minute seem less. I don't know, because they built it up to be so serious for the first 5 minutes, and then it's goofy dancing, singing into little rat alien things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a good movie.
Which
it's hard to talk about all the things I don't like about it.
Right, but that intro scene, the song, intro was really good. Him singing and speaking into the little rat thing, it really showed who this Star-Lord character was. But
who he turned into.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the backstory, you're gonna get a lot more of it in the second movie. Because all we met was the mother. We haven't even delved into who the father is, and I think
who is somebody pretty special.
Enjoy that. Apparently. He was an angel. What his mother said. His mother said that his father was an angel.
Maybe quite literally.
We'll never. I mean, we'll know. We'll know. All right. So, where did you rank this in your movies?
This is high up on the list for me, man. I put this right up in number 3. There it is, right there on the screen. Right.
That's right.
There. Oh, I'm not on the screen. That's okay. We got Thor: The Dark World, the real good one up at the top. Which apparently nobody agrees with me on.
No one does.
Captain America 1, the first Avenger, and then Guardians of the Galaxy right there, right? Just sneaking in over Iron Man.
Over Iron Man?
You know what? I'd say the amount that I like Iron Man to the amount that I like Captain America, like I feel like there's going to be a couple films that are just squeezing that range right there because I like Iron Man, but I don't like it even close to as much as I like Captain America.
Makes sense.
And then Thor: The Dark World, you know.
So there's a big gap in between Iron Man and Captain America that a lot of movies could fit in.
Yeah, I think so.
Between. So, where do you think I rank this one?
Out of 23.
Out of 23.
Oh, we can pop that probably about. I think you like this one, so I'm gonna. Yeah. Where's Avengers at?
Avengers is 6 right now, the highest of mine.
God, I don't know if you like it as much as you like Avengers. 8?
8.
Yeah,
so close. I got it at 9.
There you go.
Which is really close. Like you're really good at this. You're pretty good at this. So yeah, I have it at 9. I think again, by far the funniest movie that we've seen. I had a lot of heart, and honestly, it's one of those movies that I didn't expect much going in because I didn't know any of these characters. I didn't know how well it was going to work watching a movie of a talking raccoon and a tree. Right. But man, they knocked it out of the park. Just so much fun, so much heart. Was really well done. So now one thing that I decided to do that is new is we have another power ranking, and it's not you, it's not me, but I went ahead and looked at all of Rotten Tomatoes scores of all of Marvel movies, and to see where everything ranked. So right now, there it is. So the highest of the movies that we've seen, the highest Rotten Tomatoes ranking is Iron Man at 94%.
That's
a lot. Yeah, that's pretty high.
I think maybe people were rating that when it came out, and it was the only one.
I think so. And there's only one other movie. I wouldn't
put it that high.
Right. Only one other movie. Yeah. Only one other movie at 97% is higher than Iron Man. So Avengers at 92. Guardians.
Can I make a prediction?
At 91. Yeah.
I think that number one spot is going to be maybe a film that we see sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah.
I feel like as you go on in the series, it becomes harder and harder to please people. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good theory.
Like, so I feel like that 97, we're gonna probably see that here
soon. Within
or,
what next?
Or on like the first film in an installment, like Ant-Man or like Black Panther or something that's like the first in its series.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
that's just my guess, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a stupid guess.
Yeah. So we got Iron Man 94, Avengers 92, Guardians 91, Winter Soldier 90, and then
there's a big old gap right there.
Big gap right there. Captain America sitting at 80, and then all these other movies are right over here on the right hand side. And then bringing up the tail,
the whole
Thor 2, The Dark World. Sitting at 66%. Your favorite movie?
Yeah, so well, you know what? Would I be true to
right there at the end?
I didn't put the Rotten movie as my favorite.
It's not rotten. It is still fresh.
Who's really holding up the integrity of this channel over here? Come on.
You are. I'll let that happen because
I'll still say it's my favorite so far.
Yeah,
I'll stand by it.
Good.
I liked it. It was good.
So, what do you think of the Stan Lee cameo? Yeah.
It was. It was like. It was another one of those like I heard his voice for a second. And I had to rewind to catch it, but I saw it. And I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, they called him a pervert and then moved on.
Yeah, I feel like there's a theme with it's like Stan Lee secretly like this giant pervert. Nobody knows about it.
I don't know. I think that he's just very good at being tongue in cheek with himself, and like he's an old man, and everyone thinks like the old man's a pervert. Like that's a running joke, and he's let's
talk about this. Hang on, pull up my power rankings real quick. Pull my power rankings up.
Pull up your power rankings.
Yep, do it. Do it. Okay, so Thor: The Dark World.
Yes.
What was his cameo in that?
His cameo was "Can I have my shoe back?"
Can I have my shoe back? Okay.
Yeah. When Eric Selvig is talking about all the stuff and he has the two shoes and he's talking and then all of a sudden he's like, any questions? And he's like, hey, can I have my shoe back?
I just want to say, like, I know Iron Man 1, he's Hugh Hefner.
Mm-hmm.
No, Iron Man 1. Guardians of the Galaxy, he's a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America, who is he in that? He's like...
He was at the
rally.
Not the rally, but the medal ceremony. And he's like, I thought he'd look bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Iron Man 3, he's a judge on the panel.
The 10,
so 3 already where he's pulling this pervert joke out.
Mm-hmm.
What was he in the Avengers? He was I can't even remember that one.
I don't remember. Yeah. Was he the old man playing chess in the park?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like 3 out of 10, man. That's quite a few. He needs to switch his game up. Also, we need to start doing a Stan Lee ranking.
We should. Well. I'll work on that this week.
But you got some questions for me, man?
Oh, I sure do. And I have a new format too.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. No,
all you kids get to play along at home.
All you kids.
Here we go. Question number 1. Boom.
Oh, what is this?
There it is on the screen.
What is this?
Look at that. All right.
Am I on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
You are. Are you ready?
I am. All right.
So, what is the name of the raccoon that was used as the model for Rocket? So there was a raccoon in the United Kingdom that they used to model Rocket Raccoon after. What was his name? Is it A, Bandit?
Like a real
raccoon.
I gotcha.
Was his name Bandit?
Mm-hmm.
B, Oreo? C, Rascal? Or D, Sly?
I think you're going to catch me with a Sly Cooper reference. So I'm not going to go. I think you're cheating there. You little rascal. Come on. That can't be right. No, maybe. Oreo. That's a pet name. Bandit.
It's a cookie, but okay.
Yeah, but like I've seen dogs named Oreo or cats.
True.
Bandit. I'm between Oreo and Bandit right now.
Okay. Would you like a 50-50?
Can you do that?
No, but I just want to know if you wanted one.
Like, what? Would you just 50-50 it to Bandit and Oreo? I'm between Bandit and Oreo. Would you like a 50-50? Yep, still between those two. We'll go for Bandit. Mm-hmm.
So you're going for A, Bandit.
What? Look at that.
I know. And it is...
Did I get it?
Incorrect.
Oh, that was misleading. How did... Okay.
It is Oreo. Oreo is the right answer.
That's rude.
You were so close.
All right.
I was really pulling for you there.
I'm gonna get a different one.
All right, here we go. Second one.
Yeah.
Which of these characters did Chris Pratt say inspired his take on Star-Lord? Is it A, Ferris Bueller, B, Andy Dwyer, C, Marty McFly, or D, Joey Tribbiani? I do want to say, I gave my boss this quiz yesterday, and he got 4 out of 5 right.
Your boss is probably
and he's like, I haven't seen this movie in 5 years.
Okay.
So he got 4 out of 5 right.
Say inspired his take on Star-Lord. I mean, from like the cool guy perspective, it's got to come down to like Ferris Bueller or Joey. Because like I think when it comes down to everything, like man, Joey kind of like knocks the boxes, like an actor who isn't taken seriously, or like that the superhero who isn't taken seriously. If you're out there in the audience, help me out, because I feel like that's the right answer. But Ferris Bueller, like he just like everything he does is right.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Marty McFly, I would be surprised, and I'd like to know the backstory behind that. Andy Dwyer's just a goof.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be pretty weird of him to say I based my character on a character that I already play.
Makes sense.
I think I'll go with Joey Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani is your answer.
Yeah.
And you are?
Is it Ferris Bueller?
No, it is Marty McFly.
Really?
Yes, he said that Marty McFly was his inspiration for Star-Lord.
I don't know about that.
I know. All right.
Do you have any backstory about that, or is that?
No, that's all I have. That's all I have. I saw it and I'm like,
show me the interview. Show me the interview.
I'll
where that
try to find it. Sure.
I just got a lot closer. I'm sorry.
All right. So, how many times did Groot say, "I am Groot" in this movie? Was it A, 12, B, 21, C, 18, or D, I am Groot?
D.
Okay, it's not D, obviously.
But if I was speaking Groot's language,
but you're not,
it would be the correct answer.
But you're not, so it's not.
I am.
But you're not, so it's not.
Choosing to use that language to answer this question.
No. A, B, or C?
Okay.
Nice try though.
Does he say the entirety of "I am Groot" every time he speaks?
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't just say like Groot ever.
No.
Like, okay, he's not a Pokemon.
One time he said, "We are Groot."
That's true.
Right
but
before he died, but that is not counted.
It's not counted. Okay. I feel like if you do a joke 21 times, like maybe that's just a shtick that's no longer funny at that point. I feel like comedy comes in the scarcity of something, but putting it in the right moments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with 12. I think this is a trick question.
All right, 12 is your answer, and you are correct, sir. It is 12.
Hey. I'm not striking out this week.
Go.
Not striking out. I think I struck out last week.
You did strike out last week. You got at least one right. All right.
That's my goal, is just to not get 0.
To not really be terrible at this. All right. Question 4.
Yeah.
What was the original idea for Stan Lee's cameo that Marvel decided, or I think it was Disney that said, nope, we're not doing that? Was it A, was he a tatted up prisoner during the prison riot? B, was he in one of the collector's cases? Was he Thanos' servant? Or I am Groot?
I am Groot. It's the right answer for everything. I would love to see him as a tatted up prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Who turned him down? Was it Disney or Marvel?
I think it was one of the two. I forget which one, but they were like, nope, definitely not going to do that.
I like the idea for the collector's case because I think he would have chose that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do collector's case. Final answer.
You're going to go with collector's case. And you are correct. 2 in a row. Yeah, he was supposed to be in the collector's case, and as it panned off, he was flipping off the collector as
oh, that's
with
funny.
both hands. Yeah, so that was the original idea, and they said, let's not do that for this movie. I think it was Disney that said no on that one, but yeah.
Did he come up with Deadpool?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe so. All right, so question 5. Final question.
I got 2.
You could end up getting 3 out of 5. You could pass this one. Who was officially offered the role of Drax, but ultimately turned it down? A, Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
B, Sylvester Stallone.
With the Groot here.
C, Jason Momoa. Or D, I am Groot.
Oh man. Man, Sylvester Stallone's like feel like he's a little old for this, but maybe that's part of the character. I don't know. I didn't see him as being old. I don't know. Maybe his character beforehand could have been worked that way.
Mhm.
Like it's like, is it Dwayne Johnson though? Because he's a wrestler too. Would have worked out pretty well with the comedic acting. I don't know if Jason Momoa was. I don't know when his Game of Thrones happened. When is this movie? It's 2012,
13,
14, I think.
Yeah, right around there.
It's while me and Mallory were dating, so it's within the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jason Momoa was there yet. I'm gonna go with Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Wrestler. He's like, I can't do it because I'm busy making the Tooth Fairy. But I know a guy. I know a guy who isn't making the Tooth Fairy.
Could you imagine turning down a Marvel role,
right?
as big as like Drax, because you're like, you know what? I think the Tooth Fairy is going to be better for me.
Make more money, yeah.
Oh man. Ultimately, though, no, it was not Dwayne Johnson.
Sylvester Stallone.
It was Jason Momoa was offered the role. They said, Jason Momoa, we want you to play this role. We want you to have it. And he's like, no. A few years later, he gets Aquaman, and the rest is that. So
you hear, like, because I can imagine Jason Momoa as Drax.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it in my head. I cannot see Dave Bautista as Aquaman.
No,
not at all.
No, not really.
He, like, don't get me wrong. Dave Bautista is like, here's my thing about Dave Bautista is he's a strong dude. Like, that's his thing. He's like ripped.
Right.
Jason Momoa, also ripped. Not his thing. His thing is he is the most gorgeous human being to walk the face of the planet ever. If anybody's got like those top 5 people you're allowed to cheat with, like, he's on every person's list, regardless of gender. He's that dude. Whoo! I'm getting hot and bothered thinking about it, Travis.
I can see that. Yeah.
Are we gonna watch Aquaman next?
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Do you want to? I mean, sure.
I mean, Jason Momoa's in it.
Yeah. I mean, why not? All right. So,
with his wet hair,
who was your MVP?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or what was your MVP? You don't have to say who. You can do something weird or whatever you want. Pick your MVP.
That's a tough question because I liked every character in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have to answer with I Am Groot.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, Groot is great.
No, I'm not.
You're just saying you're not. That's your cop out of not giving me an answer.
Yeah,
that makes me even more angry.
Here's the thing, because I liked everybody in this movie.
True.
Maybe the Collector, man. He's like,
Collector's fun.
He writes the really like good line between creepy and like cool at the same time. Who's yours? I'll think about it for a second.
Okay, cool. So mine by far is Dave Bautista. Like, he killed that role. The whole like finger to the throat thing. He's like, why do you have a finger to your throat? I'm going to put a finger up to his throat.
You've seen this, right?
Like, he's like, no, I would just take his head off. And like nothing will ever go over my head. My reflexes are too good. I will catch it.
Right.
All that stuff. Like, he did that so well, especially for someone that I did not expect to really play a character. My respect for him went up when I first saw it, and rewatching it this week, by far my favorite part of this movie is Drax. With John C. Reilly as an honorable mention.
He's really good.
Like, he's so good in this.
He's really solid.
Like, the 3 minutes that he actually has in this movie, he kills it.
Yeah. What does he say? He says something about his Superman name. It's like, no, man, it's cool. I like it. I changed my answer.
Ooh.
Because while I was looking at the cast of this movie, I didn't realize that this person was in it. I don't know if you know what I'm about to say. So the scene when they all get right in the prison, and that big blue dude comes up and Groot sticks his fingers up his nose. Yeah, that's my MVP because that's Nathan Fillion.
That's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's that. It's like a secret cameo you didn't know you had.
Wow. Like I started rewatching Firefly with Nathan Fillion, and I loved it. Like I love Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Dr. Horrible 2.
Is that happening?
I mean, we've been talking about it happening for the last 15 years, and it hasn't happened yet. So
I'm sorry.
Who knows? But I'd love for it to.
All right.
All right. So any final words?
Go watch this movie, man. It holds up. It's still good now. Good as it was back then. It's all good. Everything is good. It's good.
Yeah. I honestly I think that next week we have Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. Okay.
Avengers 2.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which will be fun to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be really fun to talk about. And then after that is Ant-Man.
Okay.
And that's the end of phase 2. And then we get into phase 3. And honestly, phase 3 is a wild ride.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild ride going from one to another. It's phase 3 is by far the best phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's a bold claim.
I think it is. I truly feel that it is. So yeah. So we'll be talking about Avengers Age of Ultron next week after 4th of July. We'll be talking about Ant-Man while I'm in California. You'll still be here.
We'll still be doing the Skype session, y'all.
We're still doing it.
Well, or not. You know what I mean.
We'll still be streaming. Yeah, we'll still talk about it. I'll take some time out of my relaxing day in California.
Be careful
and bring this up, but Ant-Man will be fun. And then then we're flying through the rest of them after that. So thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Zane,
yeah. Are you ready to go? You ready to go?
Yeah.
You got my music playing. There we go.
Go.
All right. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Whenever you can.
It's not playing. I'm so sorry. Just play it.
Whenever we get to it.
Oh my gosh, y'all! This is so
moving.
I have to refresh the page.
Refresh that page.
I'm so sorry. I'm still here.
Okay. We're gonna keep talking.
We're gonna keep talking.
Keep moving.
We're gonna keep
it.
That is loud.
That's right.
Hey yo. All right. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. You can find this podcast on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Radio Public, Overcast, and wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right.
Follow us on Twitter at rotten_boys, Rotten Boys.
Please.
Follow us on Instagram at Spoiled Rotten Movies, and stream live at 7:00 on Facebook Live and YouTube. And Tuesday night at 7:00. We love y'all. We promise to do better next time.
That's right.
And we'll see you next Tuesday, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.